system, it's simply how we've existed.
And welcome to Lionheart. How are you guys doing? Yes, I'm wearing a toque, and I'm wearing this big jacket. I'm not in California anymore, and it is very cold where I'm at. I'm in Washington, everybody. And so here I am. I got in the vehicle. I traveled down to go see my sons, and I'm quite excited. So I want to talk to you guys about a little something about gratitude. Gratitude is something that's really important. It's so important for us to start looking at gratitude in every area of our lives, no matter what. Like even in the worst day. So imagine this. So imagine you had one of these days. You were either at school or at work, or you were there, and just everything was going wrong. There was nothing going right. People were insulting you, insulting your work. You just felt like you couldn't do anything. You felt useless. It was just not that day. And in that day, everything was so wrong, right? Everything. But there was little tiny points throughout that day where maybe stranger walked down the road and gave a moment and said, hey, how are you doing today? Or all these kinds of things. So what if at the end of our day, we sat down with our gratitude journals? We could write out our day. We could even write out what we felt about it that was negative. But then at the end, what if we looked at what are we gracious for? What today brought us to where we're at today? What today brought us to even the thought pattern that we have today? And if some of that thought pattern is backwards, what are we going to put into our minds before we close our eyes? What are we going to be gracious for? What are we going to be grateful for? What are we going to be thankful for that happened that day? There's always one thing. And then let's put that focus on that and make that the bigger thing rather than everything else that's stressing you out. See, the thing is, we'll take what happened during the day and we take it back with us, and we continue to take it on with us, and we continue to make it keep going on to this insane cycle inside of us. We let it cause turmoil inside our hearts and our minds, trying to race through and figure out the day, but we're always trying to figure out what went wrong. What if we figured out what went right? What if we focused on that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switched the brain and gave it something else to think about. What if we started to take control of where the racing mind went to? What would happen to us? Would we expand our minds into a different wave because we all of a sudden got it to calm down and spinning out of control? Are we able to get our brain to focus into different areas that we maybe weren't able to before because we decided to turn it into a healthy pattern? So the moment you think your mind is going into ungratefulness, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What am I grateful for in this moment? There is always something. Shift the brain, guys. Everybody, welcome to Lionheart. Good to talk to you today. Peace.